Hi, my name is Devin Andry, and I am a junior at the University of Nebraska at Kearney, and I am majoring in advertisement and public relations. This semester in integrated marketing communications, I focused majority on my grandfather's body shop, and it's called Andre's Body Shop or Andre's Body Shop. And this is just a marketing plan that I put forward for his business to grow. And for the logo, I did a very basic blue on blue, just text logo, just because it's a simple design in a small town, right on the main road of town. So it's very easy to read while driving by and won't cause distractions. And it just gets the point across. The two blues, I did the darker blue as like the outlines of the text, and I think that really just helps it stand out and just tell the viewer like everything that the company does. And for the creative brief, the objective is to be reliable to everyone in the community. He's been doing this for over 36 years, running the shop, so it's just really important to be reliable and available for the community. And the town is mostly made up of elderly people, and so that's really the main audience and who the company can reach. And it's to raise awareness that there is this service, that the body shop is there, that anyone can get their vehicles worked on or fixed. And it's cheap prices just because it is homegrown, like it's not gonna oversell everyone. And there is no competition in the town because he's the only one, but there are some like 30 miles away that people would have to drive their possibly broke vehicles to, and he's old schooled and trustworthy, and we could advertise by store flyers or mailing coupons, and that's one of the main ways that the people get their advertisements in the town of Arnold. Target market analysis. So it is a small town business with recognition, and people in the town are pretty much too old to work on their vehicles, and it's like a safety hazard if they try to. And then so anything and everything can be fixed at Andre's Body Shop, and the best way to spread the word is word of mouth. In a small town, people gossip and will discuss anything and everything. So, in the situation analysis, the owner, my grandfather, was born in Arnold and decided to come back there because he really connects with the community and enjoys the area of Arnold, Nebraska. And so he has deep ties with the community and everything, and he's even raised 7 children there, and while working multiple jobs, so he's hardworking and reliable to help the people of Arnold, and he always wants to help them. He knows his way to keep the business because he's been doing it for so long that he's reliable in that sense. Position strategy. Most owners would want to expand, but he is just tied down to Arnold, so he's never going away, and his business will always be there. And the downside is customers do have to wait for parts, but most of them are fine with that just because they know they're not getting ripped off and they'll get a good price. And he really has no need to fully retire because he can continue doing this job right now, and he's devoted this job over his other ones. My message strategy is connecting with people and keeping the community together is what he really wants, and just helping out the people that he's known pretty much all of his life. And people go there because they want to support a small town business that they know is reliable and hardworking like that. So. The media strategy plan. There's not a lot of social media in Arnold, Nebraska, and just because mainly they're elderly people, so they don't use internet as much. But a television commercial strategy could be showing him hardworking on his vehicle, like in the shop, and just offer discounts on there. But there could be a simple website with minimum tabs, just so it's not overcomplicated and easy to follow. And it would also feature a personal about me page, just showing off and informing anyone who may not be aware who Morse Andry is and all the work that he does for his shop. Integration. So I think the TV commercial would really help, just because retired people may not have jobs, so they sit around and watch TV all day or just do that. And then a website would be for a little bit younger of the audience, and that would also help branch the business out. And then the mail flyers is probably the strongest one, where just mailing flyers to the community and offering discounts or sharing the name of the business. And then it keeps the community together, doing all of this, and offer discounts and seeing Morse around town. He likes to hang out at the local shops, so that really helps spread his face and his business, and people will know once they see him, oh, I can go to this other place or this Andry's body shop. The sales promotion. Most auto body shops do oil change discounts, which isn't a bad idea for Andry's body shop, but you could offer free oil change with 5 punch cards. You just have to make the punch cards, and after someone's been in there 5 times, just get a free one for them, because of their reigning, like coming back to the body shop and knowing what their product will be at the end. And then he could also work with insurance companies, which is a bit of a different one. And he could get referrals from insurance companies and people who have had accidents, like, oh, I recommend to go to Andry's body shop to get your vehicle fixed. And most people would go to a regular spot, one that they're used to or whatever, but they don't branch out onto new businesses that they may not have heard of but get a better price. So the public relations. Arnold is home of the Sandhills Open Road Challenge, which is a 55-mile race around areas near Arnold, and it actually starts and stops in Arnold. And what the body shop could do is like check the vehicles, make sure they're safe and ready for the race, check them afterwards, make sure everything's all right with that. And then this would get new customers, and it could also bring word of mouth from from the racers that get their vehicles checked. They could tell their friends, like, oh, Andrew's Body Shop really helped me out when I went there through town, and it would just bring new customers. He could also advertise on signs around the race, like where fans are, and just have his name out there. And then, like I said, he goes to the gas station all the time and just hangs out there with his buddies. And this could grow relationships, and he could also offer advice on what the people should do to their vehicles, or like, oh, it's been this long since you've got it checked up, why don't you come on in for cheaper price? And then the direct marketing, I picked direct mailing would probably be the best situation for him, with the TV spots, the online website, and then also doing a newspaper ad would be beneficial, because newspapers are widely used there, and just have like a logo and maybe a slogan, and then have a discount on there that they could rip off and just bring into the body shop. So, and direct response advertising, they could just inform on all that can be fixed or extend the brand. He doesn't want to move up and like expand to different shops around different towns. He wants it to be very personable and good for the community. So online it said the annual revenue is about $40,000 a year. I'm not sure if that's for the 2017 year, but that's just what I found online. And I did the advertisements at $13,000 of that $40,000, and that's really just to expand the brand but stay in Arnold. And then employee, since he's the only one, I kept it low at an $8,000 rate, which he's had multiple jobs, so has his wife, and they have enough disposable income that they can last on that for this year. And then parts, $10,000, because you always want to have the parts in, and sales promotions at $9,000. I also did a projected annual revenue for 2018, which is at $80,000, just to say he did expand from that advertisement. And you see employee is a lot higher at $39,000. That's because it would be him employing another person as well as himself, just to keep the business going and get more business. And then advertisement just a little bit above at $15,000, and sales promotion at $13,000, and then also parts at $13,000, because you want to keep that the parts in, just so you have them when your employee is ready to work. So communication effectiveness, like I said, he could have ads in the local newspapers, which would really help branch out, or keep the brand name like in the back of someone's brain. So, and yeah, not a big social media following, just being elderly people in a small town where internet is scarce. And then he could also have store flyers at the local shops and direct mailing similar to the flyers with coupons. Thought this was a good way of just keeping so the flyers and the mailing, just keeping them similar and not changing it up too much, just because it is a family brand. They're not going to have that many advertisers or people checking if everything is correct or everything is relatable. So we want that one design for that. and I just have come get your vehicles checked at Andrew's Body Shop. So this class has really helped me out with marketing, and I'm mainly advertising, like designing and stuff, but the marketing side has taught me a different perspective of the business model, and it was nice working with my grandfather's body shop, even though it was difficult because it is a small town and a lot of the things were media. But overall, I really enjoyed this class, and